and the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, April 10th.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Soo, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
We begin on Indy's near West Side, where 2 people were taken to a hospital after an early morning shooting. Police say they were called to the area of North Addison Street, just north of West Washington, just before 3 this morning. IMPD says officers found a woman inside the home and a man outside the home with gunshot wounds. Police say the man is in critical condition while the woman is stable. Investigators say they are working through several issues and trying to find out exactly what happened.
It's very preliminary right now, but what little we've been able to establish because of the language barrier is that there was some kind of disturbance between neighbors. We're not quite sure what. We have several people detained at this time of interest, but it's too early to determine if they were suspects or not. We weren't able to get any description from our 2 victims at this time.
Make sure you tune in to Wish TV Daybreak and WishTV.com to get the latest updates on this developing story. While the talk about trading has increased around the world following President Trump's tariffs going into effect, financial markets overseas are rising in the overnight trading. It follows a boost on Wall Street yesterday after President Trump reversed himself and paused his sweeping tariffs for most countries, with a notable exception being China. President Trump did not give a clear reason on why he went back on his insistence that he would not back down from the tariffs. But the move last week caused financial markets worldwide to plunge over fears that the new taxes would lead to a recession. Yesterday's rise in stock prices have not made up for the losses that began 1 week ago. Trump also says massive tariffs of 125% will remain in place for goods imported from China. All other countries are still subject to a 10% tariff. ITMaid has been looking into the effects that this could have on you and your family. News 8's Tim Spears reports.
Experts say the first place we'll see price increases is groceries, specifically perishable groceries, because inventory needs to be replenished. The immediate concern for many, though, is the uncertainty this creates. Ready to shop at Whole Foods, Karina Medrano said she's not the only one cutting back.
I used to have more business.
She runs a cleaning service where customers have reduced orders because they're expecting prices to rise. Your business is already being directly affected because you're seeing people want to start saving their money.
Yes.
The real challenge is the uncertainty that this brings.
Michael Hicks leads the Center for Business and Economic Research at Ball State University. He says even these decreased tariffs will raise prices.
Some of it's going to be so small that we won't notice it. Others will be more substantial.
But the bigger fear for Hicks, unemployment rising.
I still think we're at extraordinary risk, over a 50-50 chance of a recession in second quarter of this year.
According to the Indiana Manufacturing Association, 28% of the state's GDP and 17% of the state's workforce comes from manufacturing. The association's CEO told me companies don't know how to plan around the president's trade policy because it's so quick to change.
The challenge is going to be some small number of Americans are going to lose their jobs entirely. So we're going to just see a higher unemployment rate, slower economic growth, and higher prices.
Now, Hicks believes price increases from this round of tariffs could possibly hit consumers by summer. A big one, buying a car, even owning a car, because insurance and repairs are expected to cost more because the cost to replace those vehicles will increase. Live in studio, Tim Spears for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
The Department of Education has agreed to temporarily pause a policy that targets school programs aimed at race. Court filings that came down yesterday state for the next 2 weeks that the Trump administration says it will not bring any enforcement actions or investigations. It comes as earlier this year, the Education Department sent a letter to schools threatening to withhold federal funding if they engaged in diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The National Education Association has sued over the policy. Health officials have confirmed 5 more cases of the measles virus in Allen County. The state health department says 2 adults and 3 children have been diagnosed with measles. That's in addition to another child who contracted the virus this week. The health department says all 6 cases are connected and says the 4 kids are unvaccinated while the vaccination status of the adults is unclear. Let's talk sports. You can bike to the Pacers game and possibly see them clinch home court advantage for the first round of the playoffs. The team is hosting its first Pedal to the Pacers event. It will take fans on a 2.5-mile ride along the Indianapolis Cultural Trail from the Factory Arts District to Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and then you will get to watch the Pacers take on the Cavaliers. You must RSVP to be part of the ride. We have more information on our website, wishtv.com. When it comes to the weather, Storm Track 8 says we are looking at more rain and cloudy conditions today. Meteorologist Tara Hastings has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
We had some overnight rain that is now beginning to shift off to the east of us, and we are going to be seeing maybe a little bit of sunshine, I think, later on this afternoon. So that'll be a welcome sight after those soggy conditions that we saw yesterday. Here is a look at Storm Tracker, the loop over the last couple of hours, and you can see we're beginning to dry out. I had some rain on my drive-in to work early this morning, but all of that is now shifting off to the east of us, and I think we're going to see lots of dry time for the day today. Live look in Speedway. We've got mostly cloudy conditions coming in at 44 degrees in Indianapolis. Easterly wind at 3 miles per hour. That is creating just a bit of a wind chill. Right now feels like temperatures 1 degree cooler than the actual air temperature. Quite a spread here from north to south. 37 in South Bend, 39 in Fort Wayne and Richmond, but southern Indiana, Evansville coming in at 51 and 46 degrees right now in French Lick. Good morning to you. We've got lots of clouds in place right now, but we're watching this system kind of slice across the state. I do think we're going to see some clearing heading into the day today, so look for some sunshine later this afternoon. Now, more showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms could develop later today. So we'll show you on Futurecast heading into about 4 or 5 o'clock. Southern sections of Indiana, Terre Haute, Bloomington, Bedford, and Columbus may see a few spotty showers or a thunderstorm. And maybe 1 or 2 of those could be on the stronger side. Gusty winds and hail will be the primary threat. 62 degrees in Indianapolis today, which is right around normal for this time of year. Lower 70s across parts of southern Indiana, and we'll stay into the upper 40s farther north. It is going to be a little bit cooler for your Friday. We'll have that full Friday forecast and also the weekend coming up in a few minutes.
To get a look at Tara's full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, April 10th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.